Hello everyone, welcome to Cyber Ethics. In today's tutorial, we'll talk about a very powerful tool that is URL Crazy. So URL Crazy is a tool that can be used to generate common domain typos so that we can detect or perform typo squatting, URL hijacking or phishing attacks. It is a very helpful tool, so all the companies use this tool to protect their brands by registering the popular typos so that the customers of any particular brand do not go to the malicious websites that are registered by hackers for their malicious intent. So let's get started. So the first command that we need to run would be apt-get install URL Crazy. After that, we need to just type URL Crazy and hit enter. It is going to give us multiple options that we can use. The first one is -K, that is for the keyboard layout. The default is QWERTY. The second one is -P, that would be to check the domain popularity with Google, like how popular the misspelled domain is. The other one is -R, that is for no resolve, that if we do not want the DNS information with it, then we can use this -R. Then we have -F, that is for the format, that in which format we want to see the results. Here the default one is human readable. If you want to change it, we can change it to CSV as well. The other is -O for the output file. The file here we can mention the file name and we can get the output on that particular file. The other is -H, that is for the help, which is going to show the exact same thing. The other is -V, which is for the version, if you want to know the version. The current version that we are using is 0.5. So let's get started and see for the most popular search engine, that is Google. So let's just type URL Crazy and the name of the domain. Here it would be www.google.com. So as we can see, it is searching and it is searching for like 132 host names. So here we can see we have found multiple results. So here we can see that it shows the typo type and then the actual typo and the DNS information. The first type that we see is character omission. That basically means that in www.google.com it is going to omit one character. In the first example that we see here, the W is missing and the next one we see O is missing. So it's just going to miss one character and show the typo and the DNS information where it is registered. The next one is character repeat. Here we can see the G or O or L is repeated more than once. So the actual spelling, the characters are not of the same number as they were in the actual one. So here we have repeated the characters. The other is character swap, where we change the placement of the characters. The character that comes first can be changed to come second or third. So they are just changing the placement of the characters in the particular word. The other is character replacement. Here we have changed the character completely so that the word becomes something else, like the Google becomes Google. The other one is double character replacement, where we change, earlier we were changing a single character, here we are changing two characters at the same time. So those two characters can be anything. So the example can be wee.google.com, whereas it's actually www.google.com. Let's try to visit this www.google.com and see where does it take us. Just copy and paste it in the browser. Here we can see that it actually redirected us to the Google main search page. So here we can see that the Google has registered this misspelled domain so that whenever a client that is intended to come to Google search engine can actually visit the Google page, even if he or she misspelled the spellings. So if we try some other example, so let's just try www and google.com. Here we have misspelled and have not used the dot. So if we just copy and paste it in the browser, so we can just copy and paste it. Here we can see that it redirected us again to the Google homepage. So the companies can register the misspelled domains to protect their brands. Here we can see that. And this also gives us the information regarding the typo squatters, like how many domains are there, so that the person who does typo squatting can be actually captured by the companies, so they are aware of the typo squatters that are out there. The other example can be googles.com, which is an example of pluralizing the domain. So let's copy it out and search it on the browser. And here we can see that it is actually taking us to this different domain that we have, this googles.com. So it's a different domain. So here we can see that it is not asking us to click on something, so it may not be malicious. But if we come across a domain, like whenever we open that website, it asks us for clicking on it and downloading something, so that can be malicious page. But here we can see that it's not asking us to click on anything or downloading anything. Okay, so let's try something else. So if we are going to scroll down, we get this multiple wrong top level domains for google.com. From here, the companies can keep track of all the top level domains that can be used by the scammers for their malicious intent. So let's try to open this google.de and see. So let's just copy it up and paste it in the browser. So it's just still taking us to the Google page only. So basically, Google is a huge company, so it takes care of all the top level domains as well, like which are the ones that are very common and the ones that can be used by the hackers or anyone with the malicious intent towards the customers of Google. If we want to get the output with the most popular misspelled domains list, then we can do that by using the option -p with it. So the command that we are going to run would be url crazy -p and the name of the domain. So it's going to give us the same result, but here we are going to get it with the help of the popularity, like the ones that are very popular are going to be included in it. So if you want the results without any DNS information, then we can do that by using the command url crazy -r and the name of the domain www.google.com. And here we are getting the same result that we got earlier, but without the DNS query. So if we do not want any DNS information, we can use this command. So if we want to get all this information that we have collected till now in a file so that we can create a report, then we can do that by using the option -o So the command for it would be URL crazy-o and the name of the file and the domain. So in our case it is URL crazy-o results and the name of the domain google.com, and here we can see that it has created a file named results, and we can see the file by using the command cat results, and here we are getting the exact same result that we got earlier. So it has given us the output in a file that can be used to create the report in the future. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.